starting in 5, 4, 3. Hello everybody and welcome to the Anarchy Arcade Meetup. I'm SM Sith Lord as the Stormtrooper right here. We're coming to you live from Anarchy Arcade. This is a brand new map built by Zombie Weed here. And speaking of Zombie Weed, I'm joined by Zombie Weed, jumping up and down there. To the left of him, we have Zaffin, jumping up and down there. And we have Funky Pixie hanging out over here. So thank you everybody for joining me. Right now we actually have Funky and Zaff in the voice chat. How you doing, Zaff?
Doing great, man. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Funky Pixie, I know you've been working on a map we'll be talking about in a second. How you been doing?
I'm doing okay. Yeah.
Just okay. Well, maybe after we check out this arcade, these vibrant colors are going to change that okay to feeling great. Colors have a way of doing that. So in the meetup right now, I'm going to be talking about the update that just came out for Anarchy Arcade today. It's kind of a smaller update, but it has some cool things that people were requesting. Some of them stuff that people were requesting. Let's see here. Let me bring up the changelog. We got hiding the node origins. So when we make node objects, like groups of objects, we don't have to worry about hiding the origin inside of something. It's almost invisible. It's actually one tiny triangle floating there at the origin when you look close. I'll get it to be completely invisible soon enough, but one tiny triangle isn't too bad for now. Another thing is disabling world physics objects. So if you spawn into something like the GTA apartments, it has all those cool physics chairs and cups, but you always knock them down when you walk by them. Now you'll be able to check this box, which is going to automatically freeze all those once the map loads. What else do we have here? Moving holograms. So there's a lot of holograms in here right now. It used to be difficult to select the holograms because they're non-collide, so you had to hold down the button and bring up the menu. But now there's the move object command that you could put on your action bar there. It's improved to, if there's nothing underneath your crosshair, it's going to automatically grab the next nearest object center point there. So you just look at the middle of the hologram, press the move object button, and you move the hologram. To go along with that, to make working with holograms easier, the move object command and I think the clone object command, they properly use your transforms now. In the past, if you pressed the move object hotkey button, it would just have the default transform, the default scale and rotation and all that. But now it's going to actually use the correct one, whatever you last used on it, or in the case of moving an object, it will use whatever you used on it. And so that's going to make it easier to move objects around. To delete a hologram, you still have to bring up that menu, but moving them around, cloning them and stuff like that is working a lot better. And let's see here, anything else noteworthy in these notes here?
Did you say noteworthy or not worthy?
Noteworthy in my notes. You'd think that everything in my notes would be noteworthy. Yeah, I fixed a bunch of bugs. That's about it. All right. That's the news of the last update in Anarchy Arcade that came out today. There'll be another update this month, and I'll be working towards the VR support for the other headsets. Right now, it works pretty well on the CV1. I'm going to try to get the other supported headsets working as well as that. That means the Oculus Rift S, hopefully the Oculus Quest, but I'm not sure about that because we don't have a Quest tester yet with the the PC link on it. And the other one was the Valve, the HTC Vive. I want to get it working on all those, and also on the DK2 because Gnarly has his DK2 he wants to get it working on. So hopefully that is all squared away within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and it'll be in the update by the end of the month. That's what's coming down the road, and now that that's all out of the way, let's talk about what you guys have created, which we've been standing in this whole time. But first, before we talk about the one we're standing in, let's go look at the screenshots on the wall. And this is Funky Pixie's new map that he's been working on, and it is a bowling alley, and I think it's attached to your other maps too, isn't it, Funky?
Yeah. I like to have like connectivity with each map, and
that's cool.
If you look at
we were actually in the other map, the city map earlier. I think that is the other side to this map, and So you come into here and you got the bowling alley, and we see the lanes there. You haven't made the pins yet, right?
No, I need to do that bit. Yeah, figuring out how to do the textures for that.
You know what's interesting is there's only a handful of locations, venues that actually make sense to build an arcade in, like that actually have arcades in real life, and a bowling alley is one of them. There's really arcades in bowling alleys, so that's one of the few places you could actually go to find a real arcade these days.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe you'll have that ready.
Not a lot of those left nowadays.
What was that? I was talking over you.
Sorry, I was saying not a lot of those left nowadays. Arcades.
It's true. When I made the mock-up of Anarchy Town way back when during the Kickstarter, I thought of a bunch of these different locations, and I had a bar, I had a pizza restaurant, I had a break room of a game dev studio, like in Grandma's Boy, right? I had an expo, and I had a carnival. I had a yacht for some reason. I don't know if there's arcade cabinets on yachts. I haven't been on a lot of yachts. But yeah, that was pretty much everything that I could think of in a house. Like some people just have them in their basements and stuff. Okay, Funky, awesome, looking good. Do you think maybe you'll have that ready for the next meetup, like in a couple weeks, or is that one going to take a little bit more time to brew there?
It might take some time. I think I have this definition and there's 2 other separate rooms that I need to fill up, at least with something.
Cool. Yeah. And also, after you finish making the map, you got to build a cool arcade inside of it. Which brings us to the map and the arcade that we're standing inside of. Zombie Weed is the creator of this one, and we've been cashing in everything here, getting ready to go, and we're going to get a little bit of a tour here. So let's start over here in the intro room. Now, for the people that haven't noticed, I had to bring up the chat here because I had the wrong window open. Yeah, so the people haven't noticed, this is based on the Grand Theft Auto 5 arcade. There was an update to Grand Theft Auto 5 recently where you can have an arcade as one of your criminal business fronts there. It's really awesome. Grand Theft Auto's cool, I think. But this arcade is based on it. It's not a port or anything. It's just inspired by it. And you can definitely see the inspiration as you walk in and see this first area here. Since Zombie doesn't have a mic, I'll kind of do the narration of the tour for him. So when you come in here, you have free avatar sign. That's cool. That's a really cool poster there. And these are all player models that you could turn into and walk around as. I'm that stormtrooper down there, but there's a couple cool Harleys in here that I've never tried before. There's the Joker. Cool, lots of stuff. Jean-Luc Picard. I could try these. I've been HK-47. And it's cool having those in the beginning as little toys so you can turn into one and then walk in. It's a little bit awkward to actually morph into one. You might want to like spawn your own and turn into it for now. But back to the arcade, you got some gigantic bags of weed down here that remind me of that scene in one of the Harold and Kumars where the dude's girlfriend was a giant bag of weed. Yeah. And this is just really cool out here. If I put some music on, you'll see that there's these flashing lights everywhere. I'll do that for a second. I won't play too much so the VOD doesn't get muted.
Morty!
What?
Morty!
Rick, where are you?
I'm in the garage, Morty!
What are you doing,
Zombie,
Rick?
you must have a thing for
Put me
bugs.
over, Morty! Put me over! I'm a pickle! Why? Because I can, bitch! Not the kind that you put in your sandwich! No hands, but I can manage! This isn't natural!
Alright. Rick Diaz isn't here today, or Rick Sanchez isn't here today. He would love that rap. It was the Rick rap. Okay, so these shelves here are actually stuff that Zombie made also as little props. I think these are part of them. Maybe these are
amazing.
more unique. But these shelves you can actually spawn as props and put a bunch of stuff on them, and that's real cool there.
The locker behind you, this shelf unit, is also he made.
And I love how the bottom shelf is open for you to spawn additional things in it. And over here, all these VHS tapes are actually different Twitch streams. If I click on mine, it's actually going to show some streamception going on there, but you can just imagine that and continue the tour. I like everybody chilling on the couch.
Oh, that's mine. Stop.
Another nice touch is the VR Morty standing in the VR cabinet here. Okay, let's move into the bar. Oh, there's the Rick and Morty portal. There's something trying to attack us through it. Awesome. It's
the
hard.
hook from Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight arm. I haven't played that one. It's hard not to just walk by everything talking about how cool everything is because, my God, Samurai Jack is awesome. Deadpool's cool as hell, too. Oh, it's the bartender from, I believe, Borderlands.
Borderlands.
Yes, Borderlands.
Very nice bar. I like how you can just walk right in there. What is on the menu today? Holy crap. That doesn't look too appetizing unless you're a Klingon.
I like the little cool spot for a sen.
Oh, that's cool. It's 3D too.
Yeah. Well, kind of 3D.
It's a player model.
Yeah.
The Virtual Boy corner is very awesome. I think this is a cabinet that Okidoke put together. I think you've made it from scratch.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Very nice. You know, the only time I ever played Virtual Boy was at the Toys R Us display stands. They had like 3 or 4 of them all lined up in display with different games in them. It was awesome. You had to stand up and play them there because it was at the kiosk kind of shelf there. Real cool. I never saw one like this. Wait, did I? Holy crap. I may have seen one like this. But usually they had the little tripod underneath them. I like this plant. And all these holograms. Gotta mention those. Okay, moving on to the music area, the other side of the bar. And I'm looking up at the mirror ceiling, which is interesting. I've never seen the mirror used on the ceiling. That comes to mind. I always use it on the floor. I've seen it used on walls, but ceiling is interesting use of it.
Definitely reminds me of a club. Clubs. That's something a club would do.
You can't put you can't put the mirror on the floor in the club. One thing I would do with the mirror is kind of put some like another transparent brush in front of it. I'm talking about like a hammer level design stuff here. Another brush in front of it that's transparent to give it that little bit of smudges on it. Even though it's like, hey, they keep their mirror real clean. Having smudged glass kind of makes it obvious that, yeah, this is a mirror. Because I saw it at first and I was like, wow, it's a portal. I want to jump into there and just start hanging out on that side. Which I always wanted to do as a kid, looking at regular mirrors. Okay, so, I love the DJ booth. Lots of good music. I have a good music section in every arcade. Minecraft corner over here with the Minecraft dudes playing Minecraft. All kinds of Minecraftception. Looks like some Minecraft raps up there too. Or Minecraft story mode. That's like
the new Minecraft game that looks like Diablo. Looks kind of cool. It's like a Diablo.
Is it made by Diablo or made by Minecraft?
By the Minecraft people. I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Minecraft Adventures, I think it's called. Looks pretty cool.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay, so hiding the seam with the mirror is a challenge. I usually sink them into the floor. This one has a little border around it. That's cool. I like these little running lights here, little dot lights. Okay, going upstairs. I did find it interesting in this bathroom here. If you open the door, it's the BRB bathroom room. So if you're Twitch streaming from here and your BRB mode, you just run over there and hang out in the BRB bathroom. Oh, look, it's the BRB food little scene also. That is super cool. I didn't know that was up there.
The glass in here is also a mirror, so you get like if you play music or something, and then you're in the BRB food, you can see it on the windows.
Oh, is that right? I gotta put a video on to see that. I'll be right back. Yep, everything's dancing to the audio, and I can see the screen through the.
No, did he change it? There used to be last time I was here there was actual windows here. They were actual video screens. The windows, the glass itself was
He
video
may
screens.
have changed it. He did update it just a second ago. But you can still see the video through them, so it still works out.
Don't you look into my eyes
Maybe it just bugs out on my end.
again. I'm sick of being alone.
Pause the K-pop, and let's try Cube 3D here. This is awesome. It's his first door. He was late for the door jam, but now he got his first door working. Speaking of door jam, we should have another hammer jam pretty soon.
Oh, I like the glass, sliding glass door.
Are nice. I like these punker skater girl neon signs too. They work out real well. Look at the popcorn vendor. This is a big chicken. Oh, it's all the South Park dudes. It's awesome.
You get tape face on that. I love tape face.
Anti-social club's got lots of shelf space to grow into. It's always nice when there's still room to grow into in your arcades. Wow, dude! Behold my stuff. This is an awesome wall. I didn't see this earlier.
You have the movie What the Bleep Do We Know? You're like the second person ever that I know that actually knows what that.
There's a lot of cool stuff in here. I like how there's media items kind of mixed in with it all too. These are well positioned. They're positioned so well, like it's could have been done in VR mode. They're so exact. Like the offsets are all perfectly there, sitting on the shelf.
The alien tablet from Subnautica. What the bleep do we know? I didn't even heard of that movie.
It's a crazy documentary. Pretty good. You should give it a shot.
What's it about?
You should watch it and find out.
3 hours? Who do they think I am?
Come on, Sid. It's not like you ever stream or anything. You got plenty of time.
Look at the dudes with the big heads. I love music videos where people have big heads. It looks awesome, man. It turned out well.
Nakapara, Mr. Meeseeks, Oxygen not included.
Oh, the Chester Cat on the screen head guy. That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's the
This
cleanup detail.
clean up.
Hey, I have the shadow run. I haven't tried that yet. I didn't even know I had that until you pointed it out to me. Shadow run visceral cleanup. I thought I only had Santa, but I also have the shadow run.
Oh yeah, you get that if you get Shadow Warrior. Yeah, I think it appeared when you gifted it to me one
Oh
time.
yeah, Shadow Warrior. I was saying Shadow Run. Video game high school. Have I not seen this?
It was
I
pretty
saw a
good.
trailer for that. That's yeah.
Is it
That's
as
the
cool
Freddy-
as Sky High?
I liked
Superhero
it
High
better
School?
than Sky High, but that was pretty.
It's the one that Freddie W did. I think I saw it on.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, right up W. Betty Wong.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go to the Superstore.
Robots.
We got
Double
another
Dragon.
swag shelf over here. You're a monster.
Don't know what that is, but Oh, Snoop Dogg. Is that Snoop Dogg?
Hey,
Yeah,
it's
that's Snoop
Snoop Dogg. Awesome. Of course, he's next to all the weed plants. Oh, he's holding his music video. Snoop Lion presents. Oh, I found the loot. Give me the loot. I like these fly traps. And this swag shelf here with
Yeah,
the
they're
money
really
in the
cool.
suitcase are awesome also.
I got Light Cycle and the Aurora.
All right.
Yeah.
Now let's enter
Oh
the
my gosh.
theater.
There's even more. I thought that was it.
Before we go upstairs, I went around to behind the e-cig superstore. It's the snack area.
Short bus.
It's like the Fortnite bus. A cup of noodle sign. I love that cup of noodle sign. Hey, it's 3D. This is a cool snack machine. It's labeled snacks, like the bags of snacks.
Oh, that's the Subnautica one. I remember that one.
Lots of it's Pikachu dispenser. Yeah, these all look like Japanese vending machines. Oh, you can buy Beetles. Oh, here's a regular one. Lay's and Skittles.
I'd love to go to Japan. Just to see these kind of vending machines. There's there's a game you can get where it's basically like a visual novel, but it's like you visiting Japan and seeing all the different places. But it's also like a dating sim as well.
Of course it is. Okay, moving on over to the other side. It wouldn't be a complete Japanese game if it wasn't a dating sim also. Ghostbusters, man. Lots of cool Ghostbusters stuff over here. I think these are some retro games. I like all the stuff on the walls. Looks like the evil moon from... Yeah, there's the clock tower. Which Zelda was that? Majora's Mask. It's amazing how the title of that game doesn't have a clock or anything in it because there's clocks all over it.
I mean, the entire game is based on time, but yeah.
I remember being so confused the first time I rented that game. Anyways, back to checking out the theater here. This is a very neat little section with all the NPCs here. I do this too, but this is different NPCs than I have in my theater, in my audience. I thought this purple thing was, maybe it is, the chick from Valerian. And the evil book from the Evil Dead movie. It gets its own chair.
Necronomicon.
I keep thinking you're sitting on the chair here, but no, it's the player model with your profile picture on the top floor.
Yeah, I saw that. It's cool, man. It's fake me.
I think I did that one time on one of my things, and I found that by accident.
I like how there's one seat left open in the VIP section for you. Whoever's visiting the arcade, there's one left open for you. Control panel? There's a control panel over here. I didn't see this earlier. Oh, cool.
There is? Where?
You press E.
Oh, that's really cool.
You.
That's where Pucks would be hiding all his porn.
I can't believe he would never get banned when he was streaming from his Meta Haze, all those.
I know.
It's Pucks. Yeah.
All right, and here's one more wing over here. More people chilling, watching the theater. And I love the Mario coin here. The first thing I did when I saw it was to go over here and jump on it. Ding, ding. I did the sound effects with my mouth too. Ding, ding. All right, that concludes the little tour session here of Zombie Weeds. What is the name of this map? Let's see. Arcade. Who would have thought?
It's a really big map. He put it together pretty fast, and it's really good.
It is. I'm very impressed with the colors. They're awe-inspiring. Aw, so cool. The holograms really add a lot to it. Also, the coloring of everything. Well done, Zombie. When you made this, did you make it with reshade on, or did you make it without reshade? I'm wondering if you geared it all towards reshade, or if it looks so awesome with reshade by accident. You had reshade on. Awesome. I do that too nowadays if it's just like an add-on map. I know that I'm always going to have reshade on, so I just make it, I kind of plan on it. Pretty performance. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I like how pretty much everything. There's a trend between the users of AArcade Arcade and the style of map we all seem to be making.
Yeah, everything is really nice and glowy, right? You know, I first saw that start emerging with Pux's birthday arcade with all the glowing lights everywhere. Did he have one before that with glowing lights? I don't know. But yeah, that got me to make the audio responsive texture, and that just goes so well with the holograms, and everything just kind of seems to be that art set now. Cool. Okay, that concludes the tour of Zombies Arcade / his hidden theater here. I'm going to walk back out to the arcade part. And again, this is based on, inspired by the GTA 5 arcade. That's why when we come out here, it's very recognizable.